What up, though? What's going? What's going? How's everybody this morning? Testing, testing. One, two, three. Testing, testing. One, two, three. Mm, let's see. I like the way that sounds. What up, though? Oh no, it ain't one of those, CC. It ain't one of those. Just a couple thoughts, brother. Just a couple thoughts. Appreciate you for pulling up, brother. If I get my computer in time, I will. I'm on my phone right now. What's good, y'all? Hey, make sure ACC you still here. Let me know. Because I actually did, if I can remember how to do this, I actually wanted you and somebody else close on deck. Have no fear. Spread good cheer. The king is here. Slapper, I want you and Slapper here. I'm about to attempt to drop this link. That would make real good sense. Let me see. Invite. Okay. Uh, Post. Oop. But what's good, everyone? Okay, there we go. There we go. Mm-hmm. See, that motherfucker just went off. Sound like it. Oh, it might be just that low. Well, anyway, before I get down to my meat and potatoes, I want to say to all you bougie motherfuckers, and it may include anybody, I really don't care, who all out here advertising all this name brand expensive shit. Like to let people know they wearing this and that, and I got on this name. Never their own name, almost never their own name, but they throw out these Versace's and these rich people name that the rich people buy, and they want to show that they can buy it too. Fuck you, bougie ass niggas. Yeah. Now here go yet another famous person, a famous name is being outcast, or should I say, is having the magnifying glass put on them because they're advertising child torture. Yeah, and listen, before I start messing with people on YouTube, I never heard nobody talk about no Balenciaga. Um, Besides people on YouTube and Kanye just recently, never heard that. Celine Dion did it a few years back. It's like, huh, man, it's like it just disgusts my stomach because the one thing about it is we start talking about ignorance. Now, a lot of people, if they wasn't ignorant of what was going on, 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't even participate wearing, spending their money on this stuff. Or would they? Or would they? All of these people, to get a successful business name, to have your material sold all over the world, to even be in business still after the pandemic, on a scale like that, you got to understand, man, that stuff just don't come from hard work. And I know some people out here that's making their own merchandise, like their own styles and stuff like that. They're not being shopped out from people all around the world. See, there's only one type of individual that can have that happen. And Lord forbid, for years and years. Yeah, you gotta sell your soul. You gotta sell your soul. To give you proof of that, look at what Balenciaga is being looked sideways at right now. And you think the people that represent them, that looked at their business acumen, you don't think they seen that long time ago? You don't think they know what's going on? That's why I can't, when it comes to these bougie niggas, and remember, only dummies see color. I don't see color, which is part of the reason I wanted to get up this morning. And I only say dummies because people that lived like a few hundred years ago said that they was going to do something that never was done in human history. They were going to use skin color to keep people pitted against each other so that the powers that be can keep doing what they doing without being messed with. And I get people to give me backlash, not really, not, no backlash like that, but trust me, it'll go that far. It'll go that far. Give me backlash by saying something like the word nigger from a white person has no effect on me. The word nigger from a Hispanic person has no effect on me. The word nigger, I made peace with the word nigger when I started using that word. Yeah, I raised my boys not to use that word because I raised my boys to be better than me. I didn't raise them to be like me. I raised them to be better than me. So when it comes to them growing up and using it, they was able to use it, but they wasn't able to use it as extensive as I have. Hey, you got a better vocabulary. Your grades way better than my grades was at this age. Act like it. Work that vocabulary out. Quit selling for less. But when a white person comes into a room and says nigger, they're coming in that word to trigger because that's what the word is meant to do. That's what we were programmed to feel like it do. And no matter how offensive we was programmed to ascertain or accept or put up with this word, the people who's supposed to be the most offended by it, so-called quote unquote black people, um, they use it more than anybody. And I must speak on myself. I'm gonna tell you like Uncle Ruckus said. Uncle Ruckus said, the episode just came on, and he said I said the word nigga over 1,000 times in the last, cause since I woke up. I made peace with it. And I made peace with it because I use it. If I didn't make peace with it, I wouldn't be using it. See, there's certain gestures, there's certain terminologies, there's certain lifestyles you don't hear me speaking on. You don't hear me judging on because it's not in me. Hold up. I knew that'd get me some. Hold up, y'all. Bam. Oh, that's the same person. You there? Nope. All right, the other one I gotta get rid of.
Can you hear me, King?
Yep, I got you now.
What's good with you, man?
Ain't nothing, man. Another good morning. Went to sleep a little early. Got up a little earlier. You
Okay.
know,
Hey,
that's a good morning.
man, it's a pleasure to see you on the morning stream, man.
Well, I hear the older you get, the more morning orientated you get.
Yeah.
And your boy just turned 4-5, so I'm getting old, man. You gonna fuck around, be seeing me 4 or 5 in the morning,
Hey,
talking about I just ate breakfast,
I'll be right up with you.
man. When that start happening, then I'm gonna know for a fact I'm an old man. I'm gonna know for a fact. Well, see, you and Slap had you guys had an observing on, or should I say, opinion. You observed something, and y'all gave an opinion on it, and y'all said it didn't sound right. Y'all said it sounded weird.
Oh yeah, when you said you let a white person call you nigga.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm not letting anything. I'm not a narcissistic person. If I felt like saying anything racial, who the fuck is gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna do anything to me if I decide to say anything that's offensive to homosexuals, that's offensive to people that's much older than me, to people that's much younger than me? It's all type of obscenities for any group, any type of group, right? Or any nationality, right?
I,
Who's gonna stop me from saying what the fuck I want to say when I want to say it? I just want to put that out there. Now let's say this without a gun to my head.
the people you talking about,
Huh?
the people you talking, the people that you talking about.
The people I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm 45 years old. I've been in prison. I got out of prison. I went back on PV. I've been to several different jails, and for the people that don't know, prison and jail is two different things. At least in Michigan, it is.
Yeah.
No one has ever No one has ever attempted to shut my mouth when I wanted to open it. And I'm talking about not online where somebody can mute you at. I'm talking about like in real life.
Shit, you have been in prison and all that other stuff, and
Uh-huh.
you still won't walk up to one of them killers inside there and one of them gay killers inside there and call him a fag.
I've said it to anybody that felt like they wanted to move against me, or anybody that felt like I can't say what I want to say it. I've said it just to prove a point.
Hey man, yeah,
Now, 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 what's going on in somebody's jacket and what they come to prison for? I have no clue of that. So I'm not just going to a crowd and picking out who and what. I'm talking to a whole crowd. I'm talking to a whole group of people or whoever's concerned about what's coming out of my mouth. Nobody is going to stop me from doing that. And I'd be damned if I become a hypocrite and try to stop somebody else from speaking their mind,
yeah, man.
speaking how they want to speak. The last I checked, and we know it's a farce, but this is the land of the free, home of the brave. People have rights to speak their mind, and we, like I say, ahead of time, we all know it's a farce. We all know that only goes so far, right? We all know. But my thing is this: I gave an analogy, or I gave an example of something. I said that if my friends, my white brothers, decided to use that word and people hear it and decide to come try to do something about it, I'm gonna stand with my brother. That's what I said. Now, on the flip end, my white brothers and sisters wouldn't be caught dead using that word because they know what the word brings. They know what it does. So even if invited, you couldn't even pay them to use it because it's not in their straw house. It's just like you never hear Curl, unless Curl giving an example of something, you'll never hear Curl say nothing like peckerwood, redhead, whatever type of racist shit you can call somebody. You will never hear that come from me because I'm bigger than that. I'm much more structured than using a word to tear somebody down, not unless we're going back and forth with each other. And Lord forbid, I let a word be used as a weapon against me. I just looked at some videos earlier, Christ Council, where racist white people was coming at black people, on some racist shit. You feel what I'm saying? And you just sit back and you ask yourself, like, why would this white person come out and just attack these people? Yeah, of course they're racist. But why would they do this? You know why they would do it? Because some people like pain. Some people like getting whooped. Some people like pain so much they bust nuts to it, right? And if I can get an ignorant motherfucker to help me bust a nut, I ain't got to pay no money for it. What better thing to do than go inside of an area that's full of different ethnic people and say something degrading towards them? What better way? And then on top of the pain I receive from it, I could possibly get me a couple lawsuits out and get me some money out of it too.
Okay.
Because the ignorant motherfucker don't care nothing about that. They care about this word that's being used against them. What's
Hey,
up?
your words are offensive, man.
My words are offensive.
Yeah, your people's words, names, words, they're offensive.
That
They rub people the wrong way. They bring up energies.
yeah, yeah.
They
So
they carry vibrations that make you feel something.
uh-huh. All that's fine and dandy. All that's fine and dandy. But I know people that's doing hard time for words. You dig what I'm saying? For words. I know people that was young and got turned out on crack cocaine, right? What I look like going to chase the same dream they chase if I see how they ended up? What do I look like imitating stupidity at 45 years old? Now we know that there's some people out here that do that, but we talking about King Curl right now. I ain't committed a crime in almost 25 years. And that's something because that's the only thing I knew at one time. Is crime. So when it comes to me being able to control what comes out of another person's mouth, I think that's one of the most hypocritical things. It's another word for it, CC, I'm trying to look for. I think that that's some of the most, I think that's more racist than any racist could be. I think that a person, if it's in their heart, I think a person should be able to say what they want to say. Now, you got to deal with the repercussions that come with it. But I think if it's in their heart, I don't want no fakers around me. Go ahead and let that shit out. If it's in your heart, let it out. Get it out. I'd rather that than you saying it in your mind and saying it behind my back and I don't know you saying it. I'd rather you be straight up and open with it. But that's just me. Everybody think different. Who am I to say you supposed to think the same way I think? Who am I to say anything wrong about you thinking different than I do? And I'm not saying y'all said I was wrong because y'all didn't. Y'all said the shit sounded crazy and y'all didn't agree with it. Y'all didn't never say that, hey, you wrong or nothing like that. So don't make like I'm pushing that off on y'all. But my thing is this: everybody not only has to respect the path that people have to take, but everybody also have to, if they're so interested in that path, commentating on that path, criticizing that path, they have to be willing to accept the knowledge that comes from the path. Now, what comes over me is the ability to not be triggered by no thing or no one. Now, I got triggers. You got my kids, you got my wife. I got triggers, and if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed that day, you may be able to catch me off guard. But a color, the way because somebody is ignorant enough to allow programming to make them see color and get offensive and want to hurt somebody based off color, I'm not that man. I can't be accused of nothing like that because I don't see it for whatever everybody see it as. I don't see it that way. You know? Oh shit, where you go, CC? What up, though? Back up. I'm just at the. Okay, there you go. I'm just at the. You going in and out? Go ahead, talk. Let me hear.
Oh no! Oh no! I
I
had a
got you.
phone call coming in.
Oh, okay, but I hear you now.
I was just making sure I was still connected.
Okay, I just have to encourage the people that hear my voice. You hear my voice for two reasons. One or two reasons: to listen to it or to run away. And if you got enough balls to know me for a time period and you still listening to me, my voice don't make you want to run. My voice don't sound like somebody scratching the chalkboard. It's important that you listen because I'm not trying to instill my way of thinking on you. What I'm trying to do is point out how me thinking one way had me in this situation and thinking this other way got me in way better situations. That's all I try to point out to people. Like, how to be impenetrable, how to be unbreakable. I don't want to be the only one around here that sees stupidity and sneer at it. I don't want to be the only one.
You
I don't
can't
want to
just
be. I don't want to be just the people on a Nebuchadnezzar where it's just a handful of us that see everything for what it is. I want everybody to see. Everybody that everybody that has the desire to see, I want them to see. And some people who don't want to see, I want them to see. You remember that motherfucker Cipher, Christ Council?
cipher
Remember Cipher?
the fox.
And I almost said the Nebuchadnezzar in the Matrix.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Remember,
yeah, yeah,
remember Cipher said, "Hey man, they say they can put me back." I,
yeah.
the news we had was a lie. They say they can put me back in and erased all the memories about this stuff. Now, even though they was lying to him, he was gonna believe what he wanted to believe, right?
Yeah.
And got met with the hard goodbye.
He said this steak ain't real, but I'm allow my brain to tell me that it's real.
That's what he said. And look, you know, hey, bro got exactly what he wanted. He got exactly what he wanted. And you know what? That free will thing goes back to what you and I was talking about too the other day with I think that was yesterday with Christ. How Peter pulled out, and how after they caught up with Christ, how the apostles fled and everything. Now, Peter was the person that Christ said that the church would be built on. He would be the foundation. So when the brothers heard that and they seen Peter scatter, they like, oh, I'm out. You feel what I'm saying? like, like he supposed to be the man. You know what I'm saying? And he busting up, he running in line and talking about he didn't know. Oh, I'm about to imitate that same thing. So my thing is this: when it come to free will, are we guilty of doing the same thing the powers that be do and try to stymie a person's brain, stymie a person's way of thinking because it's when it's different than our own thinking? Are we guilty of the same thing the powers that be are guilty of?
Mm, no, no, I wouldn't say so. Hey, Ken, you got anybody waiting backstage?
No.
Uh, Melanated brother say he's trying to get up here.
Who?
Melanated brother.
Oh, I don't see nobody. I got my okay, I see somebody now. Oh yeah. Yeah. He don't look oh, there you go. He up there?
I saw the Lotus sign for a second, then it disappeared. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, something wrong with his hookup because he keep blinking out and blinking on. Blinking out and blinking in. Hell yeah.
Hey, Melanated brother, you can hear us over there? I think that's the melanated one.
That's your homeboy.
Yeah, melanated brother.
It don't say melanated brother, say Titus.
Yeah, that's him.
That's melanated brother. Yeah. Thing about it is this, man. And you know I say it every day. And you know it like I know it. The people that you call yourself aligning yourself with when you accept nigga as an insult. See, I don't accept nigga as an insult. I don't accept it as an insult, CC. I know what it was meant for. I know what it was supposed to do and what it is supposed to do. But I spit in the face of a person, you understand, that come at me with that word thinking it's gonna, trigger me in some kind of way. I spit in his face. That word don't have that effect on me. The word nigga is like the word brother to me. When I started using it, I made peace with that word. I didn't make peace with that word based on skin color. I made peace with that word based on it being a word and me recognizing what that word was meant for and how I'm going to spit in the face of whoever thought it was going to be used on me advertently and inadvertently. I use it every day. I think I probably call it out in my sleep. So I'm gonna be able to say this word. I didn't call white people nigga. I didn't call Mexicans nigga. I didn't call Russians nigga. Now the thing is, nobody is gonna stop me. You can say, "Hey man, that's offensive. Can you not say that?" Of course. But nobody is gonna stop me from saying what I want to say. They don't stop me when I say, "Hey, Christ Council, hey nigga." They ain't gonna stop me from calling you one. And I ain't come when I call you that. I ain't coming at you, trying to trigger you. I'm calling you that because I feel comfortable with you.
Nigga.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir. What's good?
What's going on?
Brother?
Not much, brother. Hey, you don't usually hop on the panel unless you got something to add to a situation. You understand?
Well, I feel like you have an interesting view on it. And in part, I agree with you. I don't necessarily subscribe to that word to, just allow my emotions or my energy to be affected by it. But nonetheless, you can't call me that because disrespect is disrespect. And I don't believe in always fighting fire with fire, but at the same time, when people say it, I know why they say it. It ain't so much the word, it's the meaning behind it.
Right.
What that word dictates to you that I'm addressing. Not so much you calling me that.
So let's get this right. I want to hear from you, both you brothers. What is the definition for the word nigga?
Stupid, ignorant person.
Stupid, ignorant person. You in agreement with that, CC?
Yep.
Okay, so we all agree on that. So when we get a Karen or a Kevin, right, to come in our midst, that's of a different color. And they come out and say those things when they come into a crowd, say me and you, us three having lunch together, and somebody just come in there and they use that word. We understand that they're using that word to disrespect, quote unquote, black people, right? Yeah. But us three, we're three quote unquote black people that knows the actual definition to the word. So for us to ascribe or for us to feed off into this person that's saying this word that's of a different ethnicity would be us calling ourselves, us ascribing to the word and us admitting, oh, we are a stupid, ignorant person.
But it's the intent behind it.
But you can't say that.
It's the intent behind it, King. You heard me?
I absolutely hear you.
So let me ask you this: is it just that word, or do you not address any negative words in your presence?
Well, let's say this. Let me give you an example of my thought process. I've always been big boned, big body, broad shouldered, right? Always been chubby. I was so big where I was called man, as a baby, as a kid, as a little kid, I was called man. Uh 9-year old wearing grown man drawers and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I had a big ass head.
Okay.
My body had yet caught up with my head like this, so it was like a huge motherfucking blow pop head nigga around here, right? And what I went through in school and in my neighborhood was people making fun of my size and the size of my head, and things like that. And I was born, y'all, with I was born bow leg, but one of my legs was exceedingly bored than the other one. So I walked around like a goddamn a duck, so to speak. I wasn't pigeon toed. I was flat foot. Well, I am flat foot. I wasn't pigeon toed, but my one of my leg like bowed out like a damn bow and arrow, so to speak.
You had that waddle?
I had that waddle. So growing up, I got picked with a lot. And in between childhood and adulthood, I had to learn, unless I was planning on being a wreck or killing myself, I had to find comedy, or should I say, I had to find positiveness inside the negativity. And I've been doing that since I was a kid. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I have been caught waking up on the wrong side of the bed and react differently to it, growing up. But I'm 45 years old now.
Right.
It's like the things I did as a kid, I don't do as a 45-year-old man no more. I can't do it. It's like my being won't allow me to do it. I can't think the way I was thinking when I was young because I know too much. So to get to this age and to have a person that yell out a obscenity, and I know that they're trying to affect me in some form or fashion negatively, it's funny to me. Why? Because coming at me with that, you absolutely believe the lie that all of us are the same. And when I say all of us, people with dark skin. You absolutely believe the lie, because I find it like pitiful that you can't come better than that in 2022. I find it disturbing, and I find it hard up. Why I say hard up? Because there's no secret that people is getting paid off stupidity out here. You know how like the road rage go, you pass somebody up too fast, you move quicker than somebody, and they want to get all up on your ass, and you stop, check them, aggravate them a little bit,
I'm playing.
My bad, y'all.
Yeah, check them.
My bad.
Check them.
And I was given the analogy yesterday that if my brothers chose to use this word, which will never happen. CC, you've been knowing me, you've been talking to me behind the scenes. I try, I'm even though I try to lay off of it, my manipulation skills is there. So I didn't attempted to get my brothers to say this, and haven't throughout all these years haven't been able to accomplish that because it's just not in them. It's just like if me and a white guy, me and a racist white guy was to get into it right now, hunky and all those words that was out there, cracker and all that. See, those wouldn't be in my wheelhouse because that's not in me. I don't care how many niggers or insult of language a person use against me. It's not in me to call Mexicans spicks and wetbacks and shit like that. That would be the last thing on the table. I would be talking about his face. I would be talking about how short he is. I would be talking about things that makes him who I see, not his color or not where he came from. But that's just me. My imagination goes way further than a color.
I agree with that, as it should.
And I know it sounded crazy to you, CC, but would you rather me be honest with you, or would you rather me be straight up with you? If you my brother, I'm allowing that title to be held for a reason. If you my brother, you my brother. And if you feel like saying, hell, fuck everybody that believe in flat earth, even if I do believe in it, anybody that come against you for making that statement, they got to go through me too. Period. That's like Ron DMC said back in the day, it's like that. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. You my brother, you my brother. Quit thinking these niggas because they the same color as you, because y'all grew up in the same neighborhood, because y'all went to the same school. Quit thinking these niggas your brothers. They ain't your brother. Your brother, will be with you. You ain't got to figure it out. Y'all done passed by people out in the streets where you wasn't pressured. Oh shit! I got it back. Hold up. Let me see what I'm doing wrong. Hello. Yep. All right, we good. Y'all done bypass people out in the streets where y'all didn't know each other. Say like y'all was waiting on some food or waiting at the bus stop or something, and y'all just vibed with each other. Y'all just vibe with each other. Ain't never met a person a day in your life. And y'all done met some people where it was the opposite. Well, you just didn't feel, oh man, it's weird looking motherfucker, let me watch my back, or let me step away from, we didn't have the opposite of that. So being that's like something that happens in life, when you give somebody a title as my brother, that goes a lot deeper if you from where I'm from than just calling somebody a friend or calling somebody, like for instance, when I call people my brother, when I told CC like this behind the scenes, if you don't mind me sharing, CC. I said, bro, even if you are a troll, I said, you claim Jesus Christ. As long as you doing that, I don't care what you do. I don't care how you play me, or if you call yourself playing me. I said, I don't give a fuck either way. I said, but because of who you represent or who you claim, I would never do it to you because you my brother. Some people don't look at brotherhood the same,
So
but
you saying just because they claim Christ, they get a pass?
I wouldn't say a pass, but they get the benefit of the doubt.
When does that run out, though, or are there any parameters around that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like certain thing resonates through people, and it's like when you get to a certain age, I say about mid-30s, I was able to perceive, or should I say, I start paying attention to how a person bag up what they talk about. When you're one identifying mark, for me, if a person is a person of Christ, as far as being able to tell on the internet, is how quick they are to get into the conversation, or how quick they are to run away from the conversation. See, CC passed that test a long time ago. He passed that test a long time ago, whether he agreed with me or some of the things I say or not. He stood firm, and every time the conversation come up, he there. Now, you know, like I know, bro, that it's some people that's not cool with Christ that do the same thing. But see, it's what resonates with the person. Is that person spewing hate all the time? When that person do spew hate, is it based on teaching, or is it based on emotion? Because a lot of the hate we see, or a lot of the hate we think we see, be based on teaching. What I mean by teaching, like you being cool with somebody, and you finding out that somebody you cool with is doing some low down dirty stuff behind your back, and you talk to that person, try to get them to clear up what they doing, and they decide they gonna keep on doing what they want to do, and then you start bashing their damn head in. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like levels. It's like different levels to figuring out if a person really with you or not. And see, I'm not a person that's big on being controlled by anybody. So listen, even if a person is lying, Titus, and just using the Jesus card just to get closer to me, right?
Okay.
I'm still not gonna stoop to stupidity when I find out this person was using the Jesus card to try to play me. Because the thing is, Jesus is not gonna allow me to get played beyond more than I can get, that I can afford to be played. He's not gonna allow it to happen. And what I mean by that, Jesus give out little tidbits like keep a simple eye. Happy are those that give rather than those that receive. He gives you in-depth type of little tidbits to repair or to manage a messed up personality. Like I find myself speaking or thinking a whole lot different than what the author of the Bible was purposing. And I said to myself, like, the attitude I grew up with come from the streets. So coming with this book attitude, coming with this, forgiving attitude, coming with that is like totally something out of my wheelhouse. So when I seen how out of tune I was to the way that the creator thinks, I said either I got to drop this creator, or either I got to get my way of thinking together. And I dropped the creator in my little lifetime several times. But, the last time, bro, I couldn't go back because I realized the wisdom behind the creator's way of thinking. And I try to make other people aware, like any chance I get where I can articulate it in a way a person can understand, I do that. Because I haven't went back to the streets yet. Don't get me wrong. There's been temptations. There've been problems. There've been times where, hold up. Okay. Got you, bro. Oh, CC ain't here neither. What the hell? What's going on this morning?
What's going on, cuz?
There you go. Yeah, but nothing nothing I had to find out the hard way, man, that just because you got the similar skin complexion don't mean you're friends, don't mean person your brother. It don't mean nothing. Just mean you got the same amount of melanin, or a little bit more, a little bit less than your neighbor. What you eating on, CC?
Oh man, I got a maple bacon croissant, bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. I got me a white chocolate toasted latte and a Boston cream donut, man.
You ain't good this morning, ain't you?
Mm. Hey man, that bong had me feeling right on the way out, man.
Yeah. Where you get that from? Oh, that's Dunkin' Donut.
Oh yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I played with that. Uh, Boston cream. What you call it? That
Oh,
cream what you got? What you call it?
Boston cream.
That's that chocolate boy with the cream in the middle, right?
Yep, with the custard in the middle.
Yeah. I play with that boy a little bit, man. When I use the now, I still do like sweets, but I kind of laid off of that one right there. Well, ain't too many Dunkin' Donuts around no more in Detroit.
Hey man, what y'all got against? What you got against Boston cream now, man?
Just a little bit too sweet for me. Just a little bit, like don't get me wrong. I mess with the sweet potato pie and pecan pie. Now you know how sweet pecan pie is.
Oh yeah.
But for whatever reason, last couple times I hit that Boston boy up, it was a little too sweet. Like I got full off of water before I even finished the boy. But that was always one of my go-tos right there. They was big as hell, and they had like 3 different layers of flavor to them. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know, like Krispy Kreme.
Hey, my wife worked there for a while. So
Krispy
if I did like it, I don't know more.
Krispy Kreme, where it's at, King.
That shit too sweet, dog. You know what was my thing there though?
What's that?
When they do the what was that one, man, they did? Um they had the cheesecake one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um it's another one, man. It's another one. That
They,
ain't the one with the cookies on it, is it? I think it's it might be the Oreo, man. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's it was the chocolate and peanut, it was the Reese one.
oh, God.
Yeah. Now them right there, them was my things right there. But man, my wife worked there for like 7 years.
Okay.
So I was burnt off at about year 2, I was burnt on Christmas Krispy Kreme.
Hey man, them things. That's how you get your. That's how you make your stomach grow, man.
That motherfucker ain't putting no weight on you.
Hey man,
Huh?
I be smoking too much, man.
Yeah. Dig that. But so what say you about this Balenciaga thing, man?
Oh, the Bell is king.
The who?
You tell them how Bell is king.
Oh, yeah, I seen that too. I peeped that out of there too. I peeped that out in there too. I peeped that bell in there. Yep, I did do that. Yeah.
Yeah, the Latin uh, translation of it means Bell is king.
Damn
Bell,
it, man.
Bell, Lindsay, Aga. That
Wow.
Bell is king.
So listen, do you get what is Balenciaga?
It was meant to be a fashion line.
Okay.
That more so of like a statement platform. They ain't been doing nothing but wearing having people wear clothes looking like slaves, having people wear clothes literally that says police on it, dressed like military police, having people wear clothes like they're in bondage, and now they got kids wearing clothes like they're sex slaves.
ACC.
Yeah.
Is it a pricey brand?
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
Do you own anything?
Nope.
You positively sure?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, why don't you? Why haven't you up to this point?
One, the price. Two, they haven't made. The only thing that they have, the only thing I see that they made that I actually liked at one point was like those sock shoes. Those shoes that look like socks. They look like good. They look like some good Nike trainers, some good running shoes. Outside of that, though, yeah, none of their clothes, none of that ever appealed to me. All of it is just their name. Like it's one of those clothing brands, kind of like Supreme. Even though I know how Supreme started, but it's like it just appeared out of nowhere. You know what I mean, King?
Yeah.
Like it just appeared out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, all the celebrities is wearing it.
Mm-hmm. See, that's what always give me. That's what always make my antennas go up. Like, let me see what celebrities represent this or pushing this out there. That's what let me know if it's something that I want to mess around with. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey,
because yeah.
And hey, check. Look, tell me if you've heard this before, Kane. Michael Jordan. People have came to Michael Jordan's house wearing a pair of Kobe's or wearing somebody else's shoes, and have not been allowed to enter into Michael Jordan's house because they had on other people's shoes.
Wow. Nah, I ain't never heard that one.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Wow.
People will lose their contract for wearing Adidas and they're on a Nike contract, or for wearing Nike and they're on an Adidas contract.
Wow.
And that's just how it's always been, okay?
It kind of makes sense too.
So check this out. Kanye West, who got his own shoes, his own clothing line. Why is he wearing Balenciaga and pushing Balenciaga so hard? You got Yeezys. You got your own shoes. Why are you wearing somebody else's shoes? You just dropped a new shoe line. Why is it while you're talking about your new shoes, you're wearing Balenciagas?
Wow.
You're talking about your collaboration with Gap and having cheaper clothes at $20. Why are you wearing Balenciaga boots, pants, hoodie while you sitting there? You know what I mean? Like, it don't make no sense.
Wow. Now, see, I don't know these brands, bro. So when I see them posted up talking, I don't be paying no attention to what these people be wearing.
They're wearing their uniform.
I'm aware that I'm aware that when the camera come on, they at work. I'm aware of that, but I'm saying I never pay attention to the guard.
Oh yeah.
I never pay attention to that, man. And that's just me. I'm glad that I know somebody that is paying attention because what you just described to me don't make sense whatsoever.
Yeah, if everybody else is that way, why is it? You know, that's what caught my attention with it, kid. Like
How
I
long
knew.
ago? How long you been aware of this?
Oh, I want to say like 2016.
Wow.
Whenever everybody started wearing them really thick shoes, the triple soled shoes, which,
Mm.
which even those shoes are witch shoes.
Well, now, why would you say that? Because I got a reasoning why you said that. But tell me why you said it.
Because of where they're taken from. They're taken from this game called Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you can call them witches. I call them witches. And on the game, they're called sorcerers or they're called high priestess.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and they wear. And I'm talking about King. Like you could take the shoe right from out the game and put it on put it on Future's feet, put it on Little Uzi's feet, put it on Little Wayne's feet. It's the same exact shoe. The same exact shoe, like not changed, not one bit.
Wow. That's crazy. You trying to get ghosts? You trying to go, Kai? Hey, go ahead and spit them bars out right quick. Let me holler at my son right quick.
Oh yeah, man. But yeah, man, they just witch shoes or high priestess shoes. What color is that? They stole it from Kingdom Hearts, man. They trying to steal all of our childhood favorite things, man. They steal them. All right. Maybe they're just.
Yeah, man. Wow. Okay. 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 Definitely. I definitely got to mark the description box on this one because I wasn't planning on picking up no good intel like that. I actually just seen this guy I be checking out that the I can't remember the name of this guy, man, because he got it wrote different now. You know how they put them new letters on these names now.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to damn how am I know how I'll show you. Uh, I got my battery getting low. Yeah.
Don't you supposed to go over there with the vacuum, or you can leave it like that?
It can stay like that for a minute and let it deodorize. Yeah, go ahead, CC. Give me 1 second.
I was just going to say, jangle, 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 jangle. Simmer down, simmer down, simmer down, simmer down, simmer down, simmer down. Volvo used to be Swedish. Then it got bought out by Ford. Now it's owned by China. Cha 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 cha. Puppy power. Y'all remember that? Cha 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 cha. Puppy power. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that now? Y'all remember that now?
Wow, man, that's some hell of an intel right there. Now I'm about to do a little retrospecting. You did? Because here you are, 10 years younger than me, a little bit more than a little bit over, what, about 12 years? CC?
Yeah.
You just turned 33, right?
Yep.
Okay, so look, your generation is looking at that type of stuff, and not just your generation. It's people that's in my generation who always been up on the fashions and the latest glasses and the latest shoes. I just never really been into having conversations with them about it because that type of stuff was never in my interest. I always felt like, as long as you color coordinated, as long as you clean, you good.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I always was. I was always good. You know what I'm saying? I when I was bummy, when I became a man, 9 times out of 10, it was by choice. I wasn't trying to draw no attention. I'm not trying to look like I got no money in my pocket. Even if I do got money in my pocket, I'm not trying to look like it.
Okay.
The from where I grew up at, that's just the way it's always been. Like if you put an X on your forehead, 9 times out of 10, niggas gonna know where it's at. So you never wanted to look appealing unless you wanted to look for trouble. In my younger years before I went to prison, yeah, I tried to be flashy. But, say like years after I got out of prison, no, I knew that was a trap. I seen it for what it was. It was a trap. It was an invitation. It was if this nigga doing bad and he think he can overtake you, he gonna try. So I want to leave that temptation off the plate for anybody. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'd be a broke ass, I didn't get robbed before, had money in my pocket, bro, and convinced the nigga I was a broke ass nigga. Nigga still damn near shot me for being a broke ass nigga.
He shot you for being broke.
And that motherfucker, he reached in a couple. You had me at gunpoint, right? He reached in a couple pockets after I threw my hands up. He reached in a couple pockets and didn't feel nothing. And I convinced him I'm a broke, nigga, I'm on the bus. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Go out there past 8 Mile. Them niggas got the money. And that motherfucker said, "Oh, you broke ass nigga, I'll shoot your ass. I'll shoot you, broke motherfucker." I said, "Hell no, nigga gonna shoot me for being broke." Damn. Hell no.
That's why Jesus told you to sell your garments and to go buy you a sword.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't joking when he said that.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't joking at all.
Because he need his angels out here to spread his word. The person that was out there trying to rob you, and he dealing with him on the back end. But he need his angels down here.
No, you said he dealing with him. No, his own actions is dealing with him.
Exactly.
And listen, I've never been robbed since I decided to not carry a gun. I've never been robbed. I haven't been robbed since I was actually carrying.
Wait, so you was carrying when that dude robbed you?
Not at that particular time, but I didn't have the stance I got now against the gun. But that particular time, no, I didn't have nothing on me. But listen, I have had that motherfucker pulled on me and didn't have a chance to even reach for my shit before.
Hey man, that's just bad training.
No, it ain't bad training. Not when you least expect it. You listen, you expect to have to pull your gun when it comes to enemies. You don't expect to have to do it when it comes to friends.
Hey, King. When I'm out with my family,
Mm-hmm.
my head is always on the swivel.
I hear you.
Especially around family, especially around friends.
So let's put it like this then. Then you're an anomaly.
Hey.
Because there's plenty of people in my life that I know that's strapped, that stayed strapped, and didn't get a chance to use their strap.
Hey, I know people like that.
I'm just saying.
I know people like that, but I know even more people that are still here and healthy and haven't had any setbacks because they were protecting themselves and their family.
It's about 50-50 for me. About 50-50. I know some pros, some fours, and I know some aways, some against.
Hey, King, I take it a step further. I know some people I know plenty of people with no guns at all, and have never been in a situation where they needed one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know people with guns who never find themselves in a situation where they needed one.
That's a fact. I'm about 50-50 for that too. I definitely bear witness to that as well. Definitely. And besides what I know about this world, that's one of the factors that I factor in on my decision when I made my decision. I factored all of that in.
Hey, man, but you know what I never seen? I never seen somebody. Two things I never seen is someone who got their house robbed and didn't wish that they had a gun to protect themselves in that very moment.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have somebody who had a gun while getting robbed and wasn't thankful that they had that on them at that time.
Say that one more time.
I never seen someone who house got robbed
Mm-hmm.
and that wasn't sitting there thinking in that moment, man, I wish I had a gun right now. That wasn't sitting there thinking, man, I wish I had a gun right now. I wish I had something on the side here to protect this moment. Never seen somebody who did not feel that way. Nor have I never seen someone who had a gun and got robbed and wasn't thankful that they had one on them. There ain't never been someone who got robbed that had a gun on them that was like, man, I wish I didn't have this gun on me. This would have never happened had I didn't have this gun on me. You heard me, King?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Oh man, don't leave me now, man.
Ain't no leaving. It's like the story of man. Man want all the answers. He asks God for him. God give him the answer, the truth, always the truth. But at the end of the day, a man gonna do what he want to do anyway. So I just leave it up to that. You know what I'm saying? I put it like this. I grew up in the guts of the hood. You know how you was raised with two parents and you had structure and all that stuff. See, I wasn't raised with that. I was out here in these streets. You know, I like really know what's going on out there. I like really know how I feel to sleep outside. And I know you know as well when you got older, you know what I'm saying? But I was, you know, young, you know, preteen going through that type of stuff. So I like I really know what's out there. You know, I had a nice little taste of it. I know what's waiting for me out there right now if I decide to walk away from the way I live. I'm fully aware. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this. Since I made my stance on the things I made my stance for, I haven't had any setbacks. I haven't had any robberies. It had been countless times we in the worst part of one of the worst parts of the city you can be in. And it had been times we didn't left our car open all night. One time, well, at least I can remember one time with the keys in there in the ignition. Just not paying no attention. And you know, no setbacks. My wife, when she was working at Myers, I usually catch the bus with her downtown and walk home. And she actually, one of these days that I didn't do it, she actually got her purse snatched off of her shoulder. Actually, she held on to her purse and they snatched her phone. And they snatched her phone from her. Hold up, let me plug this up. And all of this stuff went down before we made our stand. See, it was guns around, it was liquor around all the time. It was, you know, a lot of loose living. Oh man, she gonna be so pissed. But since I started walking the way I'm walking, none of that type of stuff, man. To the young lady that asked me one night, I was delivering pieces still. And she asked me one night, she said, shit, y'all be busy. She said, I know y'all be strapped. I said, shit, I got something better than a gun. And she said, what's that? I said, I got Jehovah. And it ended the conversation. She was like, shit, I guess she knew who Jehovah was. Because her next response was, amen. See, the thing about it is, you know, everything that's going to happen is going to happen. And you can be prepared. You know, I know people, you know, as far as artillery is concerned, that's been prepared longer than I've been living. But when it was their time, it was their time. You know, and that's just the fact of the matter. When it was time for them to go, it was time for them to go. And whether it was by violence, whether it was by, you know, a close friend, or whether it was by natural causes, you know, it was going to happen. My worst fear, CC, is taking somebody's life right before mine get took. That's my worst fear of it all. I appreciate the fact that you point out how Christ said, go get that gun. But I also appreciate the last, which tells us that a sword in which Christ was talking about was totally different than the sword that Peter had in mind. And the last interaction with the sword, Christ not only made Peter put it away, but he healed the man that was hurt, knowing that this man was about to do his job and take him away to fulfill prophecy. So Me myself, I feel that every man deserves the same right I deserve, and or should I say, worthy of the same free will that I was worthy of exercising when I took my path. I think that every man has to find his own way. The scriptures make it very simple for you to do that if you're looking for truth. Scriptures make it very simple. Um, but I promise you that at the end of the day, if God Almighty is your destination, you eventually, if you live long enough, come to the same conclusion I came to. See, I don't want to hurt nobody. The scripture tells me that blood is the life force of our body. The life is in the blood. And I don't want to spill that of any man. I put my full reliance in my creator. And if I get into a situation I'm not able to escape from with my life, with the life of my family, all of it is put on the creator. He gave them to me. Everything I got, he gave to me. I can't take credit for nothing because I start doing things, for the most part, his way. So all the things I accumulated since then, I owe to him. I owe all of it to him. He gave me the mind to stop doing dumb shit and start doing, start using my brain. Start doing better. He did that for me. So if he's allowing someone to take that away from me, I have to make a judgment call. Will I kill for what he gave me? And if I do, is that something that he want me to do? He want me to take lives, or do he want me to save lives? Christ is the one that told us we can't be on the fence. We got to be we got to be for or against. So you can't serve two masters. So you either gonna be for saving lives or you gonna be against it. I'm for saving lives unless they come against me trying to take what I earned, or until they come try to do something to my family. See, it's all understandable to me. I don't disrespect anybody's way of thinking if they feel like what I'm saying is weird. I welcome that. It's okay. But just understand this. I feel the way I feel for a reason. I didn't just wake up and just decide to feel that way. And if you got any type of trust in what you've known about me so far, trust that there's very good reasons, a lot of going ons in my life that brought me to these conclusions. Give me 1 second. That brought me to these conclusions. A lot of head bustings, a lot of near-death situations. A lot of those things go into my way of thinking or into my way of doing things. And most of all, I've taught a lot of people out here how to do a lot of bad shit because that's all I knew how to do. That's why I had so many friends. That's why I had so many people around me. Niggas scared to holler at women. I was the man. Niggas scared was scared to, you know, walk up in somebody's face and invite them to a tussle. I was your man. And people used me until they couldn't use me no more, until they got big enough, until they got wise enough to do the things. Then once that happened, it's see you. But see, there's a judge, a lover of justice. And everything, the way he built this construct, the way he made it, is that every man will reap what they sow. Every man will reap what they sow. So whether you out here doing good or whether you doing bad, always remember, it was people pulling for you way before you got your mind together. And they stood shoulder to shoulder with you, whether you did wrong or bad. Told you about the wrong you did. Told you about the wrong you did and to stop. And you actually listen. But now that you know how to fight, now you ain't scared to get hit in the face. Now you don't need Curl no more. You don't need him no more. Just throw him away. And don't even tell nobody about him. But nigga, it's people out here that still remember. And most of all, the Heavenly Father remember. We get tested out here, man. We don't even realize we being tested. Not tested by the Heavenly Father, but tested by our own desires. See, that's all Satan. That's all Satan, baby. Can't blame it on nobody. And he ain't testing you off something he made up. He testing you off your own desires. What he see you open your eyes wide about. And you know, I welcome people to go reestablish some type of research on Adam and Eve. Because you got to understand, Satan didn't just choose the venue where he sweet talked Eve. See, he's seen these people looking at this fruit after being told to leave it alone, after being told to walk away from it. He's seen them still looking, still lottie-dying, you underdid. Still doing it, right? Hanging around by the tree. So that's when he chose to run up on them. That's when he chose to make his blueprint about what he gonna do and how he gonna do it. Not until then. He seen how geek they was, how wide-eyed they was.
I got some.
Seen them go around this thing they was instructed to stay away from. Keep on making a reason to go around it.
So I'm going to distract you if I turn this back in real quick and go over that stuff?
Yeah, don't do it yet. I'm going to get off in a minute. get wide-eyed, and Satan was there. He was watching all this interaction. And he knew that when he made his move, he knew what in particular reason he would make that move. And he did that. But see, he still did the same thing today. He used what you desire as a weapon against you. What you desire. That's why Christ gave so much credit to children. He said you have to become like these. See, when I was a child, it wasn't no say-so about what I can do and what I can't do. I had to follow the instructions of my parent. If I didn't do the things that I was supposed to do, my chores, I was disciplined for them. Same thing today, y'all. Whether you want people to, have you believe that God ain't real, oh, he real. And he sees all things.
You got that right, man.
One thing I know for sure.
And two things for certain.
He don't want us doing is shedding blood. Because
needlessly.
Because he made a way for, not only precious blood being spilled, but his only begotten son. So, that right there, I took under consideration. And let me say this, for the most part, and when I say most part, I mean like 98%. It's been like the most, I've never had so much peace of mind in my lifetime. I've never had this. I'm indeed living my best. As broke and broke down as I am, it's a beautiful thing right now. Beautiful thing right now.
Ken, you wouldn't do a Balenciaga deal?
Huh?
You wouldn't do a Balenciaga deal for a meal?
Hell no. Especially after you just told me, you just broke it down for me. Hell no. Not for $5 million.
Balenciaga. That means Bel is king.
You
can go on Google Translate.
Wow. So listen, check this out, CC. Did this bitch nigga ever tell us what that shit mean? Why he talking all this shit?
Nope.
Told you, dog. I told you before. I told you before you told me what you just told me. That nigga was a fraud.
Oh man, hey.
I told you that nigga was a fraud.
To the devil.
Yeah, he did tell us that.
To the devil.
Yeah, he did tell us that.
Then he said his mama was sacrificed.
Yeah.
Now,
ain't that crazy?
King. Now, if you and I both got dogs, if I kill your dog, that's not a sacrifice. That's me killing your dog.
Right. There you go. Well, hey, well worded.
Hey, if your house is on fire and you can only choose between saving your dog or your son, and you chose your son, that was a sacrifice.
There you go.
Nobody can come and take something from you and that be a sacrifice. You can only give up something for a sacrifice. So when he said that his mother was sacrificed,
yeah, there you go. Nigga told, didn't he?
On himself.
Didn't he spill the beans right there, bro?
On himself.
On himself.
Nigga. He spilled
and
it
look,
on himself.
This the same nigga now.
Nigga.
This the same nigga. and we gonna call him a nigga because he think he knows some shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
He think he doing some shit, right? This same nigga is the nigga that told us he sold his soul for a few toys and a Happy Meal, didn't he?
Yeah, sure did.
So after he tell us he sold his soul, and it could have the mama could have left beforehand or after, whichever one, take your pick. And here this motherfucker just brought out his mouth that his mama was sacrificed.
Yeah.
Sacrifice for who, Mister? Yeah, you got other family members in the industry that we don't know about?
Yeah.
Or was it you? And then didn't I hear about this nigga supposed to be giving away his clothes, his Balenciagas recently?
For $20? Hey, that's a scam. That's a scam, King. He been doing that for the longest.
Just it ain't nothing but trying to put that name out there so people can flock to it.
Hey, King. He was saying that same thing when he was with Nike. Now check this out, right, King? Are you listening?
Yep.
Now, when he was with Nike, when he was with Louis Vuitton, and he had shoes with them, guess how much their shoes was?
How much?
They'd be between $300 and $500.
Wow.
And at that time, only a few people was spending money on those shoes. At that time, only a few people would go line up to try to get them at retail. But it would be real hard to get them at retail. Resale be between $300, $500. People wasn't buying them like that. And he was saying then he was trying to get the price cheaper, but Nike wouldn't let him. Right?
Wow.
Guess how much his shoes go for now, King?
Man, how much, bro?
For the same price, $300 to $500, but now that's the expected price. And now rather than just hypebeasts getting them, now everybody get them.
Wow.
If you pay $270, $280, $290, hey, you got a good deal on them.
Hey, listen, these is the shoes with Nike.
No, this is the ones with Adidas.
He with Adidas now?
Well, now he ain't with nobody.
But the ones he got with Adidas?
Yeah, all of those go for $300 to $500.
Wow.
Some of them even more than that. Same with Nike. There's a couple pair of Nikes that go for $1,000 to $30,000.
And then you know what's even crazy about that, bro?
What's
he
that,
get
King?
all that attention and all those sales just for the people in a slow bus that thought that say Curl be talking crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He get all those sales after he announced he sold his soul to the devil, right?
Oh, yeah. At least he got a few toys like a Happy Meal, King.
That's what he said.
And he wasn't lying now.
Hey, listen, the devil's lie wouldn't have no power if he didn't have some truth in there.
And they said they getting tired of they get tired of telling the truth and nobody listening.
Yeah.
And what that one Jewish dude say? Hey, we tell people all the time that there's human meat in the sausages and in the sausage patties. And what people do, they just shrug it off and they go and buy it anyway.
Yep.
So what else are you going to do other than go and sell the human meat for 2 patties for the price of 1?
Mm-hmm. Yep. These people been talking these truths, man, for years.
That's why I call people NPCs, King. That's why we call them NPCs. Hey, even if we were a bunch of cows, King, in a slaughterhouse, even though everybody else inside there is cows, and we made of like the same, we're structured the same way and made out of the same properties and minerals. The fact that all the cows are waiting in line to be slaughtered,
yep,
they would all be NPCs. Like there's no brain here. There's nothing here but livestock. They ain't gonna livestock me, King. I always feel like they just try to livestock me. They trying to livestock me. Oh, don't let them livestock me, King.
And that's exactly what's the hell going on too. That's why you hear what they call us. Hey, you leaving crumbs. They call what they call it. What they call now. Come on, sir.
Well, your fist pops.
The thing about it is, man, what make it so even more ridiculous is, at least the cows, know. These people out here thinking everything sweet. Sitting out here thinking everything sweet and, listening to a clown. The same clown that told you that another nigga that's known for worshiping the devil don't like black people. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And y'all think if he was really against the machine, he would actually possess the power? He would actually get the TV time, all his TV time, if he was really against the machine. Oh, man. I see why the majority, the masses get upset when they hear the word nigga come from other colors. I see it. I see it because it's a lot of us out here ignorant as a motherfucker, man. And not ignorant about something that's technical and way over our head. Not that. Ignorant about something that's being done right in our face, dog. Straight up getting played with. Straight up getting toyed around with, man. Oh, hell no.
Oh, no, hell no, man. Y'all done up and done it.
Okay, that was different right there.
With the 30 grills.
Yeah, man, I'm about to get ready and get up off of here, man. What you got going on, man?
So I'm on that Call of Duty, King. Yeah.
That new one?
Yo, yeah, man.
I ain't gonna be able to get on the new one, man. When you getting back on Destiny, man?
You can play. They got that on the PS4 too now.
Yeah, but I can't get that new campaign yet.
And they got the Warzone up on there for PS4.
Yeah.
For free, King.
For free. Nah.
Yep.
Nah.
for free, man. For free.
I'm gonna check it out because my son would have told why he didn't tell me about it. He played Call of Duty.
Oh yeah,
Told me
man.
we couldn't. He told me we ain't got it.
Yeah, that
But
thing.
he's still been playing. He's still been, whatever he's doing. They still playing like a mug. You know, he's still on that boy going to war.
I'm saying, King.
You said what?
So that's what I'm saying, man. We have been here with the 30 cow grills.
Let me see, man. I'm pretty sure.
On the 30 cow grills. And on home, them country boys.
Well, check this out, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get up off here for now. I do got some other stuff I want to talk about, but me and my son about to get ready and go ahead and clean up, so we can go ahead and get this out the way for the day.
I think, King, man, I get it there, man. Be safe over there.
I will, man. Hey, be looking out for me, man. I should if Slapper doing something, man, when I get finished, I'm gonna pull up over there because he ain't pull up on me today. So
All right,
I'm
then.
try to pull up over there and ask him his thoughts on that question he asked hollered at me about yesterday,
All right, then, King.
Yeah, so if you see me, man, that's where I be at.
All
right, bro. Peace out, everybody. Thank y'all for pulling up. We're gonna get down to this, man. We're gonna get down and dirty, We're gonna have these conversations, but just know that, what Balenciaga mean, that, we're allowing, a lot of us have younger children and can afford these type of things. And you got your kids wearing something that says Satan is king, Baal is king. Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
So understand, to have the prestige of stuff like that in this world, Satan has to be your king. Kanye ain't came out and told you nothing like that. But niggas will listen to him anyway. And remember, I'm not a person that call niggas any association with a color. I'm not under that program anymore. So when I say nigga, I'm just talking about your ignorance. Get back at y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Peace. That's the